lately.
let me begin like this. Let me begin it like this.
You
Peace,
cussed out
peace to this
everybody.
entire panel and to all my sisters on this panel. Peace, peace to you, Wani. I appreciate you. Let me do it like this. I'm only coming on this panel because I know what y'all got a little bit of taste on what I've been a witness to, full flesh and in color. So let me just twist it like this. I've been around Dr. No Job. I met him in person over 5 years ago. I know all too well about him, and he ain't changed. He just rotates people. If you get up out of the FBA and you go along everywhere else, you will find out what I'm about to tell you. You can call everybody else because I'm sure somebody's listening. He don't like me because of all the people I know him and Vicky. I want to clear up two things before I go up in what I'm about to tell y'all. To you, Halo. Hold on. Let me back it up. To you, Wolfie. I've been around this whole time. I just sit in the background. I've been watching all y'all and everything. When Halo and Extreme, and I think it was a few other ladies was protecting him one day. I tried to come up in the panel. I
I
start going
remember.
off. They dropped me and
And
they ate up Juanita. Now hold on, watch this shit. Let me just kind of jump around. I'm gonna get back, so I'm gonna collect it all up. Halo to you. I heard you say the other day that B1 was African. We were not. We were FBA, but the name was B1. We were black first. And let me just
African.
let y'all know
Hang on,
I
let
this.
her
never said
finish.
y'all was African.
No, I know. I want to clear. You didn't, baby. None of y'all said nothing. None of y'all said
And I want
nothing.
to
So if I
apologize for
call your
even
name,
defend. Let me say this, big
no. If I
simple.
call your
I want
name,
to apologize for
listen,
even
listen. Listen, Halo. I want to talk to
She knows
Halo, Extreme, and everybody on here. If you said anything about me defending Dr. No Job, you don't even. I'm a real bitch. You don't gotta apologize to me because see, I know you didn't know. I know you didn't know. Even when people was trying to tell y'all, I know y'all did not know. Now, when y'all go know today, if you let me say what I'm about to tell y'all, and everybody that's aware, they want you, and this is not Tawani. The reason why you're not gonna, damn, how I want to do this, I'm gonna jump around. The reason why you don't want, they're not gonna see any men because Simon and Brooklyn and Simon kind of been around. Brooklyn to me is new. When Dr. No Job went and robbed all the black women, the black men, and the black kids, and we busted that shit out, none of them black men like now stood up. Brian B, I love you, but Brian Jehovah was one of the ones, oh, come on, Big Stepper, y'all go in the background. They wanted us to go in the background. Now, let me jump in who I am. I am a revolutionary Oakland, California Black Power woman. I've always been the Black Panthers Patrol pimps, players, and people like that in our community. Why the hell, when he went on here and did all this scamming to the black community after getting into it with the white people, the Africans, all these people he was getting into. But he found us group of people and he rubbed them hands and said, I got the right ones because we stuck around. And when he said that, he robbed everybody. He did not get me. And I'm not trying to tell y'all that I'm better, but I'm laced and butter with the game and I'm from the Bay. If I want Halo to come up, my thing is not to tell Halo to give me money. My thing is to tell Halo if she don't got no money. Here, sis, here go, and I'm gonna use it like this. Here, sis, here go $100,000. I'm gonna give you the game. You go get it. Not give me and then make up these lies. But let me break it to y'all down like this. He is known on this app to argue with every black woman, and you're not gonna see him argue with no black man. That's just a fact, and I can prove it. Let me also say this. You have black big content creators. If you go to them, they will tell you a lot of the shit that I'm telling you because y'all that I seen, some of y'all been around new. I've been his mod over 5 years. I was in there. Matter of fact, when the Puerto Ricans really came after him and doxed him, that's when we started revealing what he had did because while we were protecting him, he was robbing us. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I wanted to go to Halo real quick on something that Halo said that he did not do. Halo was on another panel and she said, go turn on your camera, go do this and go do that. What happens is this is what everybody be doing, all the women be doing rather. When black women called Dr. No Job out, you got other black women like he did only yesterday when he had the acronyms up, when he talked about Halo, Sweet Wolfie, Saray, Kiki, I can name them all. What's this baby up here? Nova. I was in there. I'm just on different pages quietly just paying attention. All right. So I was in there the whole 5 hours that he was up in there
This was
living about him.
yesterday?
And he went to wait. He went to now being against the Africans. Now, oh, it's some good ones. If y'all only knew what I knew. See, one thing about No Job, he is not for the black community. And what attracted everybody and why everybody's sitting up here right now today is because he used to be around a young girl, and I ain't gonna speak, a young girl named Pink. Pink is sharper than a razor blade. She's knowledgeable. So when they first ran him off this app in 2022, she became one of his mods, and she used to have the game of knowledge about the African, which y'all see him debating with now. I'm sure he goes and studies himself. So when you listen to Dr. No Job within the black community, to some people, he sound like a quote, quote, daddy figure. He sound like he know what he know. But ask me this. I go out here, and everybody that know me, like Whoopi said, my mouth is disrespectful, I'm belligerent, and I cuss your ass out. But what I am going to do, and everybody know about me, I go around all over from Sacramento, 50 miles out, and help all of our underprivileged kids, and there's records of it. Dr. No Job sit on here, and he cannot show you not one thing he's done for the black community in the last 7 years. That every group that he get with, he's getting into it with. And what happens is when people like, let's just say Wani likes this group and that group, and it's a lineage, and they want it to kind of be over here. Well, what people not really knowing is he's already played this shit out. What happened is B1, once he got into it with us, and it was all around TikTok, he tried to debunk us, and they dropped receipts and everything. He tried to have people to come up like they do on TikTok. I'm not a TikTok person, because TikTok, they try to go in groups. They try to be in oh, I'm gonna click here and I click there. And if I go expose something on Wani because somebody like Wani, they go say, well, she showed me this, but I like Wani. And then when they get mad at Wani, they go expose her. Now they are upset at, he's really pissed off at me because of all the people I met him. I drove to LA and met him, not took a bus like he tried to claim, but drove up there because one of our B1 sisters live in LA, and he was going to go visit her. So when I got to see him and got to talk, I've been waiting for the last 4 years for him to get out here with us and do something for the kids. So this is what he did. He went around and he wanted to see what everybody was. Everybody that know me know my pet peeve is the children. So he started messing with the LBGQ so he can, oh, the kids, but he never did anything for the kids. So when black, not the Africans, because he's been in disarray within our own community. I just want y'all to know. The only reason why a lot of y'all, and some of he's probably coming to your attention right now, is because he focused in on the Africans once he seen them FBAs focus on the African and this and the 30. Once you focus him back on the black community, nah, it ain't gonna happen. Now let me stop right there because I want to make something clear that I've been wanting to clear up. This is back to Halo. Vicky came up one day, and some of y'all was on there. She was drunk. I ate her up, and I got 5 daughters that'll get off us on YouTube and whoop people's butt from the shoulders. Okay, so in saying that, let me just say this: Vicky came on there because Purple likes her, and Vicky, quiet as kept, is like Purple. Okay, and so she liked Purple. She was up there trying to be cool, and Halo kept standing ground. I love Halo because that bitch Halo, excuse my language, that's how I talk. She stands her motherfucking ground. And what I see Halo did not like is she kept saying, nah, Purple, oh, give her a chance. And so she was up there lying that we doxed her kids and we did this. I want everybody on this panel to know something about me. I have a record. I've been in the penitentiary and I'm very violent. I have a son that works for United Airlines. I can get on the airplane and go around the world and be at your doorstep. I am not about being on TikTok talking. I'm about showing real actions and giving me 3 hots in a cop. Okay. So let me just say this. When that shit right there popped off, Vicky went in that live and said to y'all, because this is what y'all don't know. Vicky went in that live and said to y'all that she has somebody to run our name. I want y'all to know something. Dr. No Job, the reason why he like y'all, you people have never challenged the white people. And that was a blessing for him. See, we went after the white people.
No, I challenged white people.
Wait. He told us, do not challenge the white people. Matter of fact, The white races that he brought on the panel were all you FBAs. I noticed that y'all ate her up. He never brought her back. But that was one of his best friends, and he was calling her on the back end behind B1 family back, a white racist. Vicky made a comment, and she said, I had to go to the enemy and run our names. She went to the white racists who done told the whole TikTok for years, okay, that we was this and we was that. Oh, I seen all y'all arguing with her. She has nothing good to say about us, and we all know that she's a bona fide Ku Klux Klan, and she went to that lady supposedly to go get information. This. Y'all don't see a Malcolm X and a president shit like that because we got infiltrators just like these people who go and talk the talk, walk the walk. People attract to them, but at the end of the day, they are fucking enemies, y'all. Now, getting back to what y'all was saying. Yes, he did. He has always went on panels when he get into a black women. He called Halo all kind of names. I was in that live for 5 hours. He called all the people I say named Copperas. He spoke on a Leo spell. He had Africans up in this panel co-sign him. He had somebody else that was supposed to be, I guess, lineage up there talking about, well, yeah, they shouldn't be doing this. And here go the problem. No men never check him down, and the women's is when one group of women been getting down, I'm getting into it with them. Another group step up and pacify him. Everything he done is wrong, and it should not be blasted. So you mean to tell me if a man essay me, I need to go behind closed doors and go tell everybody? We need to blast him to the world that, me personally, I don't think that he's Black American. I think that he's sharp enough to know all the things that we know, and he's going to go use it. The only reason why he didn't go try to challenge y'all how the robbery move he pulled on the 50 other B1 is because he's seen that I was involved. He's seen that and to my knowledge, some of the B1 people went into some of y'all inboxes and said, hey, if y'all deal with him, don't deal with him with money. Then you got people, and I don't mean to shit on people, but then you got Brooklyn. I don't know where Brooklyn come from, but Brooklyn wasn't around when I was around. So when Brooklyn tried to come to us and say, well, you guys should talk to this off the app. First of all, who are you? And no, we're not. And I don't know what you got embedded with Trump, but we don't know you, and you stay your behind out of it. Then the difference between Brooklyn and Doc, the No Job came to us as a group. We're going to do this as a community. People gave their money up because it was supposed to be land involved, helping the community involved, doing this. That individual shit that Brooklyn was talking about, maybe that's why he's battling with him, because like he told him, man, just worry about yourself individually. We wasn't doing that with the B1. We was worrying about the Black community, the kids, the this, the that. At least we were. Little did we know he was trying to see about that money. I want y'all to know something. There's a lady named Beta on here. She's a truck driver. She has plenty of money. He got her for $3,000, and she has dropped receipts, and he has not paid it back. He would get on here like he did Halo on them. We'll drop the receipts because they think that when you get on a TikTok and if you drop receipt, it proves something. I ain't gonna prove nothing to nobody because I know this man in person. I know the man was in a shelter. I know the man is in a senior citizen home out there in Boston. I know too much. I just ain't got on here to destroy him. I just sit here and watch. What I will do is every time when I try to warn a Black woman ahead of time and you don't listen, baby, I got your back at the end. And not to tell you I told you so, is to tell you a little bit more so you don't run into these kind that's on this app that's talking this shit that sound good to our ears that we can relate because we did this research and ain't making a move. But when it comes down to our community in the inside, you was a sour motherfucking puss. You show me what Black man or woman across this app that he's ever did shit to you, and I'll line up 10 kids out here in real life free world and they can tell you what I did for them. So no, he ain't no good. And it ain't not about if you go behind his back right now and go do a phone call, that is going to crush everything that we've been trying to push to everybody on here. Pay attention to every day he's doing a live with Africans. He ain't getting back on them white people because we never went against the Africans when he was doing the lives. We was always against the white tea until we watched a man named Stacks come up there and destroy him, call him all kind of names, and then he went in the back end and tried to be the man friend. The man came back on TikTok and told the world, the sucker tried to be my friend, and every time he run across him, he disrespects Dr. No Job to the 50th power. He tried to tell Jimothy, man, I'll do this and that. bruh, you're shaped like a penguin, only 5'3". You ain't gonna do nothing, and you're sick. You're sick. It ain't what these women is up here accusing you of. It's somebody like Big Stepper that know in real life that you can't do nothing. This is why you on here every day, all day, at certain times trying to get your money, and you do the Uber and all this shit that you talking about people about. So because I know a whole bunch, I'm gonna land it on this.
But
I was
Stepper, I
told by
do
some of
remember
his
this.
comrades that are men, oh, Big Stepper, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And I was always told through Malcolm X, John Henry Clark, I'm going to keep speaking on the Black Panthers. You stay away from men like that. When men like that know that they're co-signing what they're doing and they want you to go in the back and iron it out, and this man has been toxic all around this app, I ain't going to say no names, but I watch a couple of brothers try to convince all the FBA that Dr. No Job been talking about FBA, that Dr. No Job been around. And then what he do, he told all y'all he was never Pan-African, okay? That's what he said to y'all. Then he brought Tweet up to his live and nobody paid attention. He thought that he was going to have Tweet to have his back. He said,
You
yeah,
talking about that
Tweet,
white lady?
you've been around me all this time. What was I? And she blasted him. And she didn't even know consciously she was doing it. She said, oh, you was Pan-African. Then he tried to clean it up. Oh, well, wait a minute. You told the FBA you was never African. All of a sudden, you was going out them Africans. I'm going to say something else that y'all don't pay attention to. When somebody try to come up there and flip to the white people, you know what he told y'all? Or the panel? Oh, we ain't going to talk
I
about
did pay
them.
attention to that.
But wait. He said, we ain't going to talk about them because they're only 7%. Let me give y'all the truth. Y'all would have really found out who he was if y'all would have been talking about them white tea people. Okay, because like I said, that Liz that he brought up there, and I think that was Whoopi and some other people ate her up, and y'all didn't receive her too well. He never brought her back up. Little do y'all know, he used to talk to that lady in the background. That's who Vicky Friend is. So you black people who pretend like you black first, it's a black community first, protect our community, resolve issues. You're out here siding with white racist people who we've been battling with on this app years to go run our shit down on us, and you can't. Okay, so that's what that shit is, y'all. And like I said, I even see some of them who's not gonna get involved. You know why? Because some of them I see like Sweet Wolfie. And they like him. They've been rocking with him for a minute, and they know what he's did to us. They know what he's did to other people. And little do y'all know, like I said, he got ran off the TikTok act in the earlier years, and then they brought him back. And then he was like, yeah, I got this team because we was solid. About 50 of us. We was talking about black shit, black communities. Some of us was out here in the free world moving the crowd. But some of us that was laced and buttered with the game setback like me didn't give him a dime. And just watch what he did. You know why? Because like I said, if I want to see every black woman on this panel succeed, it's not for me to go tell you to give me 10, but it's for me to hand you 10 and tell you where to go double that motherfucking shit up at. So
that's why I want to
I'm gonna be quiet.
I know you can.
So how he tried to,
but I'm
now I want y'all to pay attention to something that y'all.
Hold on, because
Yes,
I have to go on mute.
Dennis used to try to come and expose him. And what he did to Dennis, because Dennis part of B1, he kept telling everybody that Dennis was a drug addict and I served him drugs. But he never told you, which ain't true, but fine. I don't never go correct nothing. I let people think what they want to think, especially for TikTok.
Right.
Yet Dennis is not a drug addict. Dr. No Job, though, he robs the black community, though. And we got receipts.
No, y'all showed the
saying?
receipts that day in my courthouse, and what you said did. And I want you to know, I listened. Yes, I listened, and I did everything you said. I remember. I remember when you told Brooklyn off. I remember everything, really, if you ask me. Because once people say something,
Yes.
and I did get the DMs, I can even remember the names who sent me because that's how I remember.
Yes.
And the thing about it is, you said that we was his next crew of women, and I was like, I'm not a crew of women of his, and that's what caught me.
Now
That's
you
what
know
caught
what
me
I'm talking
off
about.
because you said y'all just the next crew of women, and he gonna do to y'all what he did to me, and I'm like, I'm not a next crew of women. And one thing I do,
Right.
I listen. I listens.
Right. So what he didn't get to rob y'all.
And what I said was when you cussed Brooklyn off that day, I could tell that Brooklyn had been to prison because ain't no way in the world you submit to, baby. I remember things. Do you understand?
Well, let's talk about prison because
I was
I've been there. I'm not ashamed to say
I
nothing
know,
about
but the
prison.
way you
I've been there
cussed
too
him
because I'm a
out,
violent
No, I was
individual.
I
gonna
ain't
say
Let
know
me
that
he
he
speak
was
did
in
about
bring
prison.
up
I
this.
thought he was
money.
more like a correction
Listen, he
officer
told
or
me in the
something.
stream. He
Let me
had called me on the
let me just say
phone
this
and
about
told
prison, y'all.
no.
Brooklyn, I got Brooklyn with this. Brooklyn claimed that when you go speak something on somebody and you show the paperwork,
I
you get
remember.
down with them. Brooklyn, I can go right now. Sweet Wolfie can go get
Who
mail.
is
She
Sean
got
here in
receipts.
daytime?
She can go get Beater right now. She can go get the dude Paco.
I
Everybody
don't know
he
these
robbed,
people.
they can get on this panel right now, drop receipts, and guess what, Brooklyn? You go still rock with them because the truth of the matter is this: in prison, they got different rules than the streets. Y'all people get out
You
here
said
and
that
know people
then.
snitching, and you still fuck with them. Y'all get in prison because it's political, and y'all ain't got that much room to move around. Y'all got to get down. So let's
And
anything
that's
that
why
you
I
talk
thought you was a
about, nigga, I'm gonna
correctional
get down with
officer.
you, and I'm gonna stop you on it. So let's not do that
And that's
jail
why I
shit
thought you
either,
was a
because you
correctional
really
officer
rocking
because you was
with who
talking
you
like
walking
that.
with.
I never been to prison
And
and I've
that's why
never
he
been a
got that
correctional officer.
mentality, oh, myself, oh, myself, oh, myself. He didn't have Dr. No Job mentality when he came to us talking about the kids of the community, the this of the community, the women. He was supposed to be protecting the women of the community. Now, he had to pretend like he said to Halo. He said, I ain't never got, well, you said, I heard you out your own mouth say that if he was going to be with kind of woman, it would be with Halo. But last night you got mad, and now you're talking about she ain't got no man because she got a big mouth. See, I've been an outsider watching this whole time, so I seen how you was contradicting and you're lying. I'm not on what I don't know Halo and these young women. I know I've been friends with Wolfie. I like what Wolfie say.
Thank
He
you.
tried to get on Wolfie. Oh, Wolfie got the AI. La, 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 la. Let me tell y'all, and I'm jumping around, and let me land on
I've
this one
been
more time.
said all the stuff
I want
before
to say this,
AI.
and I want to say this clear. He went on that panel with Simon and the rest of them, and he said just like this 2 weeks ago. If you with Dr. No Job, you better protect me, and I'm gonna slow myself down. If you're with Dr. No Job, you better protect me either if I'm off the app or on the app. But he ain't protecting nobody. Not one person. Because if he was, I cannot I wouldn't be able to give you, I can give you 15 people you can put on your panel that give you way more detail than I can. I got all the detail, but they can give you from their personal, what he did to them, their banking account, how it affected their kids and everything else. So they want to know why Big Stepper, we didn't get your money. Why you so mad? Because I'm about the community. I go feed my community. When people don't have their rent, we go pay it.
I
And
do
then if
too.
you don't hear robbing goddamn black women with children, and she's saying it hurt her that month, that means I got to go out my goddamn pocket and work harder to go make sure she feed them black kids. Because see, all of us old heads, we got one foot in the grave and one foot in the land, baby. It ain't about us. It's about making sure these youngsters, people like Halo, who were my kids' goddamn age and younger, making sure they okay for these next generations. He ain't there. And I'm gonna tell y'all again, he will never be there. All it is to stroke his ego to make him feel good. And remember what I said when he told everybody. If he said you either pick DJ or you pick me. I don't like DJ because she said I was a P3. Why ain't nobody never questioned where that come from? Because y'all will find out what happened 5 years ago and where that came from. And I was in that live. I was the mod for that live. I'm gonna leave that like that. Ain't nobody.
You
All
was a
they
mod
did
for
was
Moses?
no, he not. No, he not. No, but
I think that's why
I'm
I think that's what happened. I found out you was Moses' mod. You was Moses' mod.
no, ma'am. I was
Oh.
Dr. No Job's
Oh,
mod over 5 years. Now, what happened with Moses is Moses came in with that 12-year-old whoop whoop whoop.
I
Dr.
remember
No
that when they
Job
was going
spoke in
around.
it, and I've never fucked with Moses. I've only been only the B1 family. I was Rocky, who is not a B1. She is the Indians and a couple other people, but people like Moses, no, I don't like Moses. I don't like his get down about black women, black girls, and all his lives are about young girls and what they breasts look like. This is how this shit came about when Dr. No Job got involved. And I'm just letting you know 5 years ago, and I've noticed nobody never questioned how that shit came about. And there was
No, I
one
never
guy here that
questioned it.
hates Dr. No Job who had a whole page of him, and he gave y'all all the information. He put everything on that goddamn page. But what Dr. No Job does is, like he did yesterday when he was talking about the ladies. Yeah, F her, did that and that. And then he got the voice and he's trying to sound like what he's saying is going, but you never showing where you live. You never showing your pay stubs. Yeah, she live in a basement. She said that I let on one on our show, but you never came on your camera. See what Halo did wasn't the first time. What Halo when Halo called him out, that ain't it ain't new to me. I've been around a long time. So me being Dr. No Job's model, all thousands of his pages, I've seen thousands of black women come and say the same shit. Show us where you live at. He never shows his check because he doesn't have one. He's SSI and all the 1099s. So he can't show that. And he's robbing black community while he's pretending like he's for us. He can't show that. He cannot show you and just go around his whole entire house like I did and even posted it because he stays in a senior citizen home. And that's why what he does is he did what he did. The Halo stay in the basement and kept talking. I can show y'all my stuff, but you never showed nobody. And he thinks that he talks his shit out of the way. And what happens and what's been happening for years, here comes some women coming along the church from yeah, this, that, and the third. So now the focus is off of him, showing you how he lived, showing you what car he got, showing you this, that, and the third. And now he's going back to Halo, Zion, Carpris, the Nova Girl, the Goddess, all the late. He named a bunch of y'all yesterday that I had to go even look and
You
see
did.
who some of
I didn't
y'all
even know it was
was
going on yesterday. So
for
this
five
live is from
hours.
yesterday.
For five
I did
hours.
not. For the record, again, I did not know this live was from yesterday. This people
Yes,
start
ma'am.
calling me about this live. So yes, Cherie, he said your name yesterday on the live. The
Yes, he
videos is
said
out
Woofy.
there.
He said Hilo. He started off with Halo. Then he said Woofy name. Then he said the Miss Impression or something like this. Her, Halo partner, the one that be she a firecracker. That firecracker one. Me and her
Who?
can lightweight bump heads, and I didn't take it personal because I understood the assignment, what was going on. He mentioned Nova. He mentioned Surrey. He said, "Yeah, I'm surprised because Surrey has been around a long time. I can almost say I can remember Saray a long time, but Saray was in and out like you barely see her, you barely don't. You know what I'm saying? He mentioned DJ. He mentioned Kiki. He had a whole list, and that list of names of the women I seen like kind of go on panels, kind of rock with him sometime and say shit. And now he feel like however this shit started off on Halo, he threw everybody in there, and yes, he does. So this man went from all this African shit to yesterday. He said it went from I've been hearing them since he's been with the FBA talking about the Africans. Now he had one up there talking shit about black women. Reminds you, okay? Black American women, that is. One of them said, what that bitch say? She say,
The girl
lost
on the
it.
panel on the picture right here.
Yes, I smoke a lot of cannabis, y'all, but I'm
No, no,
sharpening the
no.
razor
I
blade.
mean,
Y'all,
I was
it's
shocked. I
so
didn't
much.
know
I
when
got
this
so
live
much that I
happened.
want to tell y'all because I'm not trying to be messy. I am
You're not
a
being messy.
sister.
It just took us a
I
long
am.
time to
Well,
recognize that
listen.
what you
When
said
I
was
when I say
truth.
I'm not being messy, it's because of this. I could have
No,
been
you
told y'all
repeating
this, but
yourself
I'm
what
not
you
really
said about
friends
a
with
year
y'all like
ago.
that.
You hear me? You repeating yourself what you said about a year ago. Well, we're
Okay.
finding out the
Okay.
things that you said when we was hosting that panel. Um, it's true. It's true.
Yes, ma'am.
It's true. I never, my arrogance never, I never really thought in much of Dr. No Job. So when people was adding me in, I was like, they ain't talking about me. That was my arrogance, you know? Like, oh, well,
Absolutely.
damn. But he kept mentioning me and he keep lying. So now I'm questioning when he showed that video on his page about that P file. And you're right, I never asked what happened because I took his word of showing. And now that I know that he just
Mm-hmm.
can make up a lie out the blue, oh, someone told this person and she told. How you know? You're not at every place at every time. You're a liar. You's a liar. So
Everybody
now
that
it's
was
making
on
me
Dr. No
ask,
Job's
why
panel
are they
yesterday.
calling him a P filer? Because I
Wolfie,
never
let me
asked
say
because I
something to
never
you.
cared.
Everybody on that panel yesterday, let me make myself clear. This is how I see it. Everybody on that panel yesterday and before ain't never met this man or know nothing about this man on what his word is, how he said the way he deliver his message across. You might be in a mean, you did some study. You might be sharpening a razor blade, a scholar, or whatever you label yourself, and you agree with his logic and his intake. What you not knowing, I got to keep saying it, when it comes to our community, within the Black American community, why you think he never delved into it? He's toxic. It's going to reveal and so this is what's going to happen. He has a message that's gonna go along with everybody. I see too short or whatever his name is. He's from Frisco, out here near me. I'm in Oakland. He's across the bridge. He goes in and tell Dr. No Job, "You're doing a good job, man. Keep stepping on their neck. Keep stepping on their neck." And he's a big content creator. My question to him is, he's toxic to the Black women in the Black community. What you gonna do about that? And that's what I'm seeing. As long as he's developing and that logic is agreed upon, and they're over here cosplaying us, and y'all know how we do it. We get to start listening to people, and we like what the fuck they say, and we agree. Because I go off on people in the comment when I go in and hear what Wani say, and I don't like what the ops say. I'm over there cussing them out, saying all types of shit. Same thing with Dr. Nujah. All right, same thing with him. And so I never met Wani, but I like what Wani say. So if I hear somebody say something to Wani, I'm going to stand on 10 toes behind what she's saying, because I've been following her for a couple years. I like what she said. It's the same thing as No Job. So this is how he's was able to infiltrate and get that money. We've been around for some years. Some people listen to what he say. They trust in him. They like what he say. And they release their money believing that he was a part of the assignment. He got this and that hooked up, this, that, and the third. And come to find out, he was the boogeyman the whole motherfucking time. And this is why I keep referring to our Black community. Go back and find out why we don't have no Malcolm X. Go back and find out why we don't have no Black Panthers. Because we got people that look like us, talk like us. It sound good, but they've been infiltrating, playing the game the whole effing time. That's Dr. No Job. But I heard somebody on the panel ask him,
I'm at work.
Show us your
birth.
Hold on, Big Steppa. Sheree want to say something.
Tell him to open the passport.
Big Steppa, Sheree at work. She want to say something right fast. But get this. Dr. No Job did host 2 live back to back. The day before yesterday and yesterday. We wasn't even talking about him yesterday. We was on Leo Live talking about the lineage. Sheree, go ahead.
I just want to say my piece, because like Steppa said, I've been around during the B1 days and stuff, so I seen the rotation about 3 times. And me and Doc done fell out a few times before then, because he done tried to tear me to shreds with that stuttering dude. I forget his name. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I got to leave you alone. But, you know, had a soft spot for him or whatever. I'm still about the movement. Even as of recent, we fell out because he had me and Halo go at it. But I know how Doc move. He do that 3-way calling, that receipt thing. He messy. But I stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still about the movement. But when he did that between me and Halo, I let his ass go. It's not until that African went off on his ass and talked about his cancer and stuff, I really felt bad, because I don't wish death on nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I did my big apology. I figured on Hoop panel or whatever. Still don't fuck with him. But you know what I'm saying? I don't wish death on nobody, and the shit that was said, that shit was viral. So, you know, I just steer clear, but it's Nola. So a few of y'all, Halo, I done told, I was like, all right, y'all, he picks the same personality, then he'll rotate it out. I've warned a lot of people, like, you know, it's all right because we on the movement, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? I float, like Steppa say, I float around. I float around in real life just for work. I don't stick, because energy got to shift. It has to balance out. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Dr. No Job, he is going to shift. I done seen him go through 2 to 3 crews already. And he done lined up his new crew. That's why he's shitting on y'all. Me too, apparently. But I don't give a fuck, because I don't watch it. So that's my piece. I really don't have too much to say, but I told y'all, the few of y'all, and you know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest. Nobody can't sit there and tell nobody how to react, especially when this is nothing but for TV, because what's going to happen is the same thing that happened between him and Opa. It's going to come back around like it's a season.